to our ILCA overview and special crypto talk. My name is your Queen Connectress, Miss Marnita Casa, and I will be your humble hostess for this for today. Now, there is something that I always like to say, and that is we totally understand there are so many different things that you can be doing with your time. So the fact that you guys decided to come on out and hear what we have to say, of course, it makes us so very happy. So again, thank each and every one of you for being here. And when I tell you this is a wonderful, wonderful place to be, let me say this, I absolutely mean it. Here at the Ivy League Coaching Academy, not only do we give you a fish, but we also teach you how to fish and to how to keep it. So when I tell you, go ahead and get yourselves a pen and paper ready, because the information that is coming out of this overview is going to be so very important. If you are watching what's happening in the news, if you are watching what's happening all over the world, you already know that cryptocurrency and blockchain technology is the hottest topics of the day. And if you are not educated, if you are not aware of what's going on, you are going to miss out on one of the most important financial movements of our lifetimes. So if you are here, congratulations to you. You are taking the first step to ensuring that you have financial stability in your future. And if you are already a part of our community, thank you guys so very much for being here and for giving us your love and presence. And speaking of our wonderful community, I see you guys coming on in now. Thank you guys so very much for being here. Hello. As you come on in, please type your name and where you are from in that chat box. That way we have the opportunity to tell everybody who is here on the Zoom call with us today. And if you have the chance, turn on your cameras. One of the best parts about being on a Zoom call like this is that we get a chance to see all your wonderful faces and see those beautiful smiles. So I'm going to go ahead and start saying hello to everyone. First up, I see we have the Empress herself. Of course, I am talking about the beautiful Catherine Clement. Hello, baby. Thank you so very much for being here and for being an integral part of our community. I see we also have the lovely Miss Judy Emdem coming on in from Toronto, Canada. Hello, Queen. Thank you so much for being here. I see we also have Samantha Studebaker. Hi, Samantha. How are you, sweetheart? She is saying good morning to everybody from Indiana. Thank you so very much for being here with us today. I see we also have the beautiful Miss Rita B representing San Diego, California. Hello, Queen. How are you? Thank you so very much for being here with us. Of course, Mr. Kenny Taylor is here with us today. He is coming on in from Los Angeles, California. Hello, King. How are you? Thank you so much for being here and for being a part of our community. I see we also have Mr. Jason Roberts with us. Hi, Jason. How are you? Thank you so much for being here with us this morning. Of course, the man himself, I'm talking about CJ Jackson, is here with us today. Hello, CJ. He is representing Arizona. Thank you so much for being here and for being a part of our community, sir. Of course, there is the beautiful Miss Doreen Buckner. Hello, love. How are you? She is out here representing Anguilla. Thank you so much for being a part of our community. Of course, Miss Janelle Appling's in the house. Hello, Queen. How are you? She is coming on in from Colorado. Thank you so much for being here with us. When I tell you guys, this is a global movement. As you can see, we have people from all over the world coming on in. There is my good friend. His name is Mr. Nathan Hansberger. Hi, Nathan. How are you? He's coming on in from Las Vegas. All right, you guys, we're at the top of the hour, so let's go ahead and get this party started. Again, thank each and every one of you for attending our ILCA overview and special crypto talk. My name is your Queen Connectress, Miss Marnita Casa, and I am your humble hostess for today. Now, it is my honor to introduce you all to a man that for over 25 years dominated the direct sales industry. His cryptocurrency education is used by companies and universities worldwide. Now, for over 8 years, he dedicated his life to learning about blockchain technology and cryptocurrency, but he didn't just stop there. He decided to go out and share this information with the masses. And this was done by putting on fun and exciting Bitcoin boot camps nationwide at no cost. He has built thriving communities and wonderful platforms like you see before you now. So without further ado, it is my honor to introduce you all to Mr. Brandon Ivey.
All right, all right. Thank you, Miss Casa, for that wonderful introduction and getting yourself ready on a Saturday morning. And for the rest of you guys, even being here on Saturday morning, good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're logging in from. We are global. We have members in our community from all over the world. So I thank you for taking this little bit of time to join us this morning. I'm going to be talking about our community, what ILCA actually is, the services that we provide, and then going to give you a sneak peek at what our lowest membership, our inner circle, what they get on almost a daily basis. Now, we just came off of a wonderful 5-day challenge. So if you don't know, we've been doing this now for 3 years. Oh, and I forgot, I got to start from the beginning. As Miss Casa said, my name is Brandon Ivey from Los Angeles, California. I'm the founder and CEO of ILCA. I have been in the crypto space now for 9 years, since 2016. ILCA itself is 3 years old. I've been in the direct selling space for 25 years. I was able to walk off my job, fire my boss, and retire. How many years ago? In 2012. That was my freedom date, is what I call it. And I've been self-employed ever since, and I don't ever want to go back. And one of the things that, and I'll be highlighting this later on in my future courses when it comes to self-improvement and personal development and mindset, what do I have to do to go from my current situation to actually living my dream and accomplishing my goals and where I want to be. And the first is just making a decision. And once you make that decision, I made a quote about this, that your brain does a flip in your brain once you make the decision. And then things start to happen. You're starting to attract certain scenarios and opportunities to you to make that decision and that dream a reality. It's just most people don't recognize that it's even there, or aware of it, or know where to begin. Most people are looking at, what type of work do I need to do first before I make a decision? And it's the opposite. You make the decision first, you figure it out later. That defining moment. And I made that decision, and when it came to crypto, in May of 2017. I've known about crypto since 2010. And every 2 years, it kept popping up in front of my face about cryptocurrency. And I would make note about it. In fact, I shared yesterday or the day before with Marnita a post I had made on Facebook. And the post was about a business partner of mine living in Japan who owned her own restaurant. And her restaurant was called the Pink Cow. And she made national news because her restaurant became the first in Tokyo to have a Bitcoin ATM machine. It was August 2014. And I posted about it. Did I buy any Bitcoin then? I could have. I could have dropped $10,000 if I wanted to at that time. Do you know what the value of Bitcoin was at that time? Like 200, less than $300 a coin. It wasn't until 2 years later that I bought Bitcoin for the very first time. I bought 3 Bitcoin for $640 each. Okay. That was around end of September, beginning of October 2016. I didn't know nothing about it. I sold those 3 Bitcoin in December for Christmas presents because Bitcoin got to $870 a coin. And I thought I was a genius. I said, look, I made money on this. I don't even know about it. I still didn't believe in it or understand it long term. But I sold those 3 Bitcoin. And this is where lack of education can be dangerous. Because just 1 year later, Bitcoin was worth $20,000 each. Today, it is what, $85,000 a coin. It reached $100,000 this year. That meant at that point, I had almost $300,000 worth of asset in my fingertips, and I didn't understand the value of it or where it was going. So in 2017, I saw friends of mine that were getting into the crypto space making millions of dollars, not because they were educated or knew what this was, but they were taking advantage of opportunities that was utilizing the whole blockchain and Bitcoin and mining ecosystem. And I asked them, what is this thing? And to my shock and surprise, they couldn't answer the question. All they knew was Bitcoin keeps going up. And I said, okay, not even the stock market just keeps going up. So I started to research. Where can I learn about this? There was no platforms or educational. The only ones I saw outside of YouTube is if you joined a company and they put together some flimsy PDF files or 2-minute videos to tell you what Bitcoin or crypto was, which wasn't very efficient. But I spent 6 months on YouTube and Google. And you know what I realized after 6 months? Because I did my due diligence. 50% of the information that I received was wrong. The other 50% was outdated because once you upload that YouTube video, it doesn't change. And this is a rapidly growing space. So by May of 2017, I realized two things. One, blockchain technology is going to disrupt every single industry on the planet today, whether you like it or not, believe it or not, trust it or not, your opinion is irrelevant. You have no choice. Every business that you do business with, your banking institutions, the government itself is all utilizing this technology. And one way or another, you will be involved. The second thing that I is that cryptocurrency represents the greatest economic shift in wealth in the history of mankind for the most amount of people. And why is that last part important? The most amount of people. Because there have been other economic shifts in wealth in history. We've read about it in our history books. The third industrial revolution, the gold rush, the computer age, the space race, the internet in the 90s. Now, we're old enough to be around in the 90s. How many of you took full advantage of opportunities presented itself in the 90s in the internet space? Not many people. If you know what you know now, would you have gone back and tried to invest in Amazon or MySpace, Yahoo? Look at where we are today. The internet changed the world, and this technology is bigger than the internet. But that last part for the most amount of people means there's no barrier of entry. Everybody can participate, no matter where you were born, what language you speak, man, woman, or child. Child. There was an 11-year-old kid who wrote a book, The Early Bird Gets the Bitcoin. He was 11. There was a 15-year-old that made millions of dollars off the Trump coin. 15 in high school when Trump dropped his last coin. I mean, it doesn't matter if you have a college education or degree. There's no racism, nepotism, meritocracy. None of that matters. You only need three things: a cell phone, access to the internet, and the third, which is what most everybody has and most people are afraid, don't know how to, or scared to use, this. Do you have a willingness to learn something new? I love learning new stuff. When I do people, my brother visited me the other day, and I was showing him my business model. And you know what he said to me? He said, Brandon, you are providing way too much value for what you're charging, and you're working too hard. You're doing too much. And I explained to him, when you love what you do, it's not work. When you enjoy your life, it's just part of your life. And so I said, the things that I do is what I would be doing anyway. I just turn the camera on and put a microphone in front of my face and take you on the ride with me because I enjoy this and I'm appreciative of the moment. I know history is going to be writing about this day and age and this time. And I want, as far as my legacy, that I did everything in my power to take full advantage of it for my family, my future generations that I will never meet. They will know my name. And because of technology, they're going to know my voice. They're going to know my face. They're going to know what I had for dinner last night because we all post that on social media. They're going to know about this. They're going to know I wasn't on some BS during this time. That at least, even if I fail, at least they'll know he tried. He gave it his best. And so when I made that realization about those two things and said, I need to be in this space, it was another 3 months or August of 2017, I got started, not with $5,000, 50,000 or 100,000. I got started with $30. That's right, $30. Now, another time I'll tell the story as to why I only had $30. That was an interesting summer. I had a big plan, and my goal was to start with 250,000. That was the goal. Things didn't pan out that way, and things went sideways in my business life, and I only had $30. But I had my education and my knowledge and my education. I was able to flip that $30 into six figures by Christmas in 3.5 months. Made seven figures since then, and I live off of this space. And I knew that if I could do it, anybody can. No, I didn't go to school for finances. No, my background is political science. That's what I have my degree from Morehouse College. So I didn't go to school to learn about. In fact, I was a business. Professor Oscar Sistrunk. I was in his class, but I couldn't pass. I couldn't get the math, and I failed, and I changed my major to political science. But if I can learn this, anybody can learn this. And so I decided to fill a missing gap, a hole. There was no crypto education available for the average person. The average person would have to, do you have to go back to school? Do you have time to do that? Do you have the money? Do you have the will? Most people don't want to go back to school. So we designed ILCA in a way that is the everyman's education. No matter who you are, your background, you can do this. And it all starts with the 5-day challenge that we just did this past week. And what that is designed to do, for no cost, for 1 hour a night, you can come out and learn about or be introduced to the concept and basic information about what blockchain is and what cryptocurrency is. This week, we covered what is blockchain technology, how do cryptocurrencies work, what is decentralization, how do we store our crypto and secure it with wallet security, and what are CBDCs? And 3 of those were brand new courses that I just wrote this beginning of this year. I had never done those lessons before until now. We even had a professor from Morehouse College, Oscar Sistrunk, share with us, and he talked about decentralized finance. And so, at least without you having to put any skin in the game or spend any money, and if you're curious, you can hear what this is all about. And then at the end, we invite you, if you want to know more, you can join our community. So, where does that begin next? Well, that begins with, let me share screen. ivyleaguecryptoacademy.com. That's where we begin. January 2022, we launched ILCA. And our whole goal is to teach you all about crypto education in a variety of ways. And I had to think long and hard about this. How can I reach the most amount of people, or will I only service one segment, meaning people who have money? So there was 2 dichotomies here. And I decided I don't want to go after just people who have money. I want to help everybody, the people who had never had an opportunity before, and they don't know where to begin. And so we created this in a way that there's something for everybody, whether you're a beginner or you think you're a seasoned vet and you've already made millions of dollars. In fact, you're probably the most dangerous individual because you're at risk of losing it all, especially without education. There is not one single person in crypto that has not lost money. See, in crypto, I learned 4 rules, and I teach this. Rule number 1, education is key. Education is everything. Rule number 2, never invest money you cannot afford to lose. Rule number 3, always get your money back as fast as possible. And rule number 4, where do you see yourself in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? What is your short-term and long-term goals? What are you willing to do to make that happen? Find a vehicle, stay focused, do not get distracted, because this space is so vast. There's always going to be opportunities, and you have limited resources, so you can't be a part of everything. So you got to have a game plan. Now, following these rules is not going to guarantee you success, but it will at least minimize your risk so that when you do lose, you don't lose your life savings. Last year alone, it said that the average person that got their crypto stolen or hacked lost half of their life savings, on average of $22,500 each. In our community, from the MoveQuest community, the last hack that I'm aware of, the woman lost $17,000 worth of crypto. And she lost it in a way that I cover for free in the 5-day challenge. So, in hindsight, do you think if she knew what she knows now, she would go back and say, I'll spend an hour about crypto education on a Wednesday night to learn how to save my $17,000 from being stolen? See, a lot of times we don't appreciate something until after the fact to think that we don't need it. I believe in preventative measures so that you don't get caught up in that space. So we created ILCA, and we have what we call our memberships. We have 3 memberships that you can join to be a part of. Our Inner Circle, which is $49 a month. And in our Inner Circle, not only are you considered a VIP member of our 5-day challenge, where after the lesson is over, you're able to ask questions, but you also participate in my daily lives. I do Monday through Thursday. And just for this private community, I do crypto talk every morning. And at the end of this presentation, I'm going to be doing a crypto talk so you can see what it's like, what we learned in our crypto talk. Most of the people in my community, the most money that they have made has come from my crypto talks over the years. I've been doing this since 2018. Maybe I was doing some in 2017, and then near the end, I was experimenting with it. So we have our Inner Circle. We then have our Diamond membership. Our Diamond membership has everything the Inner Circle has, except I also do 2 evening classes a week, every Tuesday night and Wednesday night. And I take the courses that we have, and instead of you just watching the video, I do it live in front of you. And that gives you the opportunity to ask questions. That's the one thing people say, well, Brandon, why should I watch your videos? I'll just go to YouTube. You can't ask YouTube any questions, but you can ask me, and you can ask the community, because this is not the Brandon Ivey show. This is a community. We learn from each other as well. This is $115 a month. And then we have our Platinum membership for $149 a month. They get everything that the Inner Circle and the Diamond gets, except they're also getting more. You get 2 free 30-minute sessions with myself one-on-one. You also get access to discounts on our apparel store. You have access to our marketing system, which another day, maybe next Thursday or Saturday, I'm going to show off exactly what you would get on the marketing side. And you're able to earn 20% affiliate commission if you shared ILCA with others. Now, you get that all the others too. The diamonds, the gold Inner Circles get 5%. The diamonds get 10%, and the platinums get 20%. Now, this is not MLM. This is not network marketing. There are no multiple levels. It is just you share with somebody, they buy something from us, we'll give you a commission for it. That's it, just one level. And our platinum members get access to all of our recordings, from our Inner Circle recordings, our Diamond Class recordings, our live events, and all of the videos. And what do I mean by videos? What are you talking about, Brandon? Well, we've got courses. In our crypto courses, there are now 13 crypto courses covering Bitcoin 101, Crypto Advanced, how to trade Bitcoin and crypto, Internet of Things, decentralized finance, NFTs, metaverse, Web 3.0, tokenization, artificial intelligence, and the 3 newest ones that we just dropped, which is decentralization, CBDCs, and the most important of them all, securities. Now, each of these lessons is $350 each if you want to buy them individually, because there's some people that say, Brandon, I don't need Bitcoin 101, but I definitely want to know about AI, metaverse, and those kind. Or We have a bundle packs now that you'll be seeing soon, where the bundle packs you can get 3 of the courses at one bundle for $750. Or you might say, I want all the courses together. Well, all the courses, oh, that uh why is my clock doing that? Today is March 1st. Now I'm looking at the clock on my desk. It says February 29th. That is weird. That's weird. Anyways, the sale is over. I had a pre-sale that ended last night, but the regular price is $24.99 to get your hands on all the courses. And these are streaming videos that you can stop, pause, or rewind. And I'm going to show you what those look like in a moment. And you can have at your disposal whenever you want to. You have them for life once you pay for it. If you're a platinum member, you have it as long as you're a platinum member. It's like you're renting them. So once you get your courses or you join our community, we have a membership area that you can come to. We have an app that you can access all of the courses on, all of our membership back office here. You can chat with everybody. We post different information on here. We have our calendar of events that you see what's going on. Let me show you the courses. Let's say, for example, you want to now access Bitcoin 101. Here's Bitcoin 101. I have an intro video. Hello and welcome to Bitcoin 101. And I have an intro video on every single one of our courses. And then here's some of the topics. An introduction to Bitcoin and crypto. What is the blockchain? The birth of Bitcoin. How do cryptocurrencies work? Where to buy Bitcoin? Coinbase tutorial. Types of wallets. Protecting your investment security. So this is the first security lesson I ever have in Bitcoin 101. Altcoins overview, becoming acquainted with Bitcoin and crypto lingo. This is very important. So you understand when you hear terminology, you know what that means, especially in the news. And you want to know, where do I come up with my topics? It's things that I find in crypto talk that is the latest information of the day. That's where I come up with the topics. The latest one that's now top of my list is a course on just stable coins, because that is, ever since Donald Trump signed an executive order banning CBDCs, there's been a shift in the United States, particularly from the CBDC movement to a national centralized stablecoin movement that all the banks are trying to bring out, even businesses. So I will be writing a course on stablecoins, myths about Bitcoin, investing and holding crypto, coins versus tokens, how to use Exodus, my favorite wallet, Exodus wallet, still don't get Bitcoin, a little overview. And it's the same for all of our, of course, Bitcoin 101, crypto advanced, trading crypto, Internet of Things, DeFi. This is, again, we're going to have to circle back to this because this is going to be a huge movement this year, I believe. Decentralized finance. Again, I have an intro video about decentralized the entire finance. World's financial system. We have what is decentralized finance, how to invest, use cases, DeFi examples, banks versus DeFi, the future of DeFi. One that I'm going to have to redo again, or I'm going to come out with a part 2, is artificial intelligence, AI. I wrote this in December 2023. We released it in January 2024. But this is moving so fast, so rapidly, that we can't keep up with it. This is going to take over the world. And we definitely need to know and understand it. AI and decentralized finance. What about AI and decentralized healthcare? This is another courses that I'm going to cover, is blockchain in the medical industry. That is going to be huge, huge. So I'll be writing courses on that. AI and supply chain management. This can be a whole nother course by itself. Do you understand that AI in the next 5 to 10 years will be replacing at least 40% of all service-based jobs in the United States? This is taking over. And so, I mean, the list goes on from all of our courses, and they're so big and important. Web 3.0, especially that one. Then our bundle package, the 3-course bundle. our bundle package with security, CBDCs, decentralization. In fact, next week, since the 5-day challenge is over, our next diamond class, next Tuesday night, we will be covering decentralized exchanges and security risks. The last diamond class we covered was centralized exchanges. So we're going to do decentralized exchanges. Wednesday night, we'll be doing smart contract audit and security. And then the following week, I can't wait. This is even the more important. We're going to be covering protecting against phishing scams on that Tuesday, and then that Wednesday night, protecting a pig butchering scam. Do you know how big this is? Those two is where probably 90% of people who get their crypto stolen is because of this. Is because of this. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to believe me. This, like I said, crypto talk. We come with this lesson here. Pig butchering scam stole 5.5 billion from crypto investors in 2024. Pig butchering scams are the biggest threat for retail crypto investors. You know who retail crypto investors are? People who don't have $1 million. They're not considered institutional investors. So do you think this is something you want to need to know about? This is going to be the biggest threat in 2025, and we're here in 2025. This graph right here got me. 75% of victims lost more than half of their net worth. 75%. 1/3 of victims got into debt after the scam. $22,500 is the average loss per victim. So are you focused on how much does it cost to get crypto educated, or are you focused on how much you'll be able to save and earn? Thank you. I had to learn that lesson when it came to business. You know, most people never succeed because they're always concerned about the cost. And the moment I switched my brain to the reward, my life changed. But then again, that's going to be in my mindset trainings. Look at this. Crypto platforms, especially centralized exchanges, are hemorrhaging millions, grappling with reputational crisis, struggling to maintain banking relationships, and increasingly facing regulatory scrutiny. This is happening, and we've got the lessons that can avoid this. Catherine's right. All of it is avoidable. All of it. And then we have something new. I cracked the code on like, why is it that there are people, even in communities that I'm involved in, why is it that they are not pushing their community to get crypto educated? What's my rule number one before even thinking about making money? Education is key. Education is everything. But a lot of these leaders out there, they got it reversed. For them, it's let's make money as fast as possible. And then at the end, yeah, now let's get crypto educated. That they're doing it wrong, but I have to figure out why are they not pushing it? And I found the answer. The answer is not because they don't believe crypto education is important. They really don't want to promote me. Okay? It's not about whether they like me or not. They don't want to promote me. It's about look, they're like, look, if I'm promoting Brandon, I'm promoting him and his brand, and I'm trying to build my own brand, and I'm trying to build my own community. I don't want to send my community that's going to make Brandon money. Now, whether that's right or wrong, that's how they think. Even in MoveQuest, you look at all the leaders over there and ask, why aren't they pushing this? Like their life depends on it, because in actuality, for all of us, it does. If the community is hacked or money is stolen, it doesn't impact just the person who got their crypto stolen. It impacts the entire community because it brings down the value of our asset. We are all harmed by it. But if everybody is educated and we prevent those hacks and those scams and people getting their crypto stolen, it strengthens the community, then strengthens the project, and we all make money. So I had to figure out, how can I get around that? And this is whether they would admit it or not. You guys can do your own case study, ask them and see what they say. And who do you ask? The ones who are not here right now. So ask them, why aren't you pushing this? And it ain't got to be my education. Education, periods, do something or provide something for your group. So I figured out how to get around that. We've created a partnership program. And our partnership program is designed so you don't have to join our community to get crypto educated. You don't have to promote me or ILCA. Before I created ILCA, companies would contract with me to white label our product. Even universities like the University of Nigeria during COVID took my first 3 courses. I have 13 now, but they took Bitcoin 101, Crypto Advanced, How to Trade Bitcoin and Crypto. This is the UNN School of Computer and Science and Data Science, charging 120,000 naira. This is the course fee. Now, they had no problem showing my face, but there's a lot of businesses that want to white label my courses, and I provided that. But then I had individuals that said, well, Brandon, how can I white label your course? How can I take advantage of your courses and not necessarily have to promote you? That's where the partnership program comes in. And what this means is what we will do is we will create for you your platform. You'll have I forgot to ask Miss Casa, is shoot me a side message if you've got something you want me to show off. But we will create a site, put your image, your picture, your face, your brand, your color. It could be your own company name all over it, promoting crypto education. You can sell that crypto. We'll have a site where you'll be able to sell my crypto courses. All of my crypto courses are white labeled. They don't have my name on it. They don't have ILCA all over it. It's just the lesson.
Pig butchering
I never
scam.
even say my name. It is just the lessons. So then I'm giving you a product that you can sell. And not only that, I was showing him this. He didn't agree with this part, but I had to explain to him why. But I sell my courses for $24.99 to get all of them. If you're my partner, then not only will you have access to all of this, but you'll be able to sell the courses for $9.99, and we will split it 50-50. How about that? So let me dream mode with you, because I believe in earning while you're learning. How much money is possible if you're a partner? Because platinum members earn 20%, partners are getting 50%. Well, first, let me tell you the cost first, and then I'm going to show you what you can earn. The cost of being a partner, because not only are we creating for you the website, but I also have the merchant account. We also have a whole calendar system. We have your ability to create a contact list, meaning it's a list builder. You'll be able to track anybody that's coming to the site. You'll be able to send them emails. It's an entire CRM system. Hey, Catherine says it's a business in a box. Do you know how much it cost me to create ILCA? And I spent years looking for a way. You know what? I'll show this off, because I was showing this to my brother. That when I had the idea of trying to put something together, this is before I really was doing anything big. I went to Wix.com, and I created this site, Bitcoin Brandon, and I had a little video here on personal development. I even had an ebook I wrote, 5 Steps to Launching Your Business, that you could get for free. And my brand was Power Team Marketing. And this is kind of my life before crypto, and I didn't fully, and I put together things that my crypto talks. I was doing crypto talks back then. Businesses that I was a part of at the time. And I was paying, the monthly bill for Wix, but there was no real merchant on here. I didn't know how to put any of this together. And that's where a lot of people are. They don't know how to put something together for themselves. So this was the beginning. Next, I had three course crypto where I had a friend of mine put it all together. And then I hired a professional marketing company to create for me my whole system that we have now. And it cost me more money than most people make a year on their job is what I spent on my business. But most people don't have the means to do that. So the cost to do this, for us to do it for you, if you are not a member of ILCA, it's one time $2,500 and $199 a month to maintain. If you are a member of ILCA, then it's like the next membership up from platinum. It is $199 a month and only a one-time $1,000 to set up. Now, if you are a platinum member or inner circle or diamond, you're not paying an extra $199. That's just what your monthly membership would be. So instead of $149, it's just $50 more, $199. And you'll have access to all of this. And let me now show you, since I told you the cost, let me show you the earning possibility. If you're able to sell my courses at $999, so, not to mention, we're going to create on our website, our main website, we're going to create a tab where I'm going to put up partners. And all of our partners, I'm going to feature on my website. So now I'm going to be promoting you. Do you know how many companies out there that contact me want me to be a master distributor? Or they want me to be, one of their top promoters to bring my community to them. Well, if you ever been in a business, how would you like to be my sponsor? How would you like if I was making you money? Well, I'm giving you that opportunity here because I'm going to put you in front of not only the current community that I have, but I'm going to have an entire marketing campaign on advertisements for ILCA. So when people come to my site, I'm putting them towards you. And if they like you, they can purchase my courses from you and get them at a discount rather than purchasing them from me. Why is it still in my benefit? Because now we both win in this. And we can get much further as an army than just me trying to do it by myself. And I want to reward you, not what other companies pay you 10%, 12%. I made one company $5 million and they paid me 8%. 8%. And then they still didn't pay me at the end of the day. They still owe me a whole lot of money. But I want to pay you 50%. So let's say you in just 1 month, you say, Brandon, I got a community of like 500 people, 1,000 people, maybe 50 people or 100 people. In 1 month, you shared it with 10 people and they bought the courses. How much is that for you? That's $5,000. Think about that. You help people get crypto educated. They came to your site. They saw your brand. They don't know anything about me and they're in your network. Now you're monetizing your brand. Let's say, I'm going to go big here because I got to jump into crypto talk. I'm going to go big. Let's say you are a marketer. You're a networker. You've got a list. The money's in the list. And if you understand marketing, you know that it doesn't matter what you're selling. You will always get at least a 2 to 3% conversion rate. You don't know why a lot of people say, well, they only recruit 2 to 3 people in their lifetime. That's because they only got like 50 people on their list that they talk to. But if you are a professional and you've got, let's say you got a list of 10,000 people on your list, and you're that type of person that you just send out an email blast out to people. You send an email blast out to your list of 10,000, putting your website in front of them, offering crypto education. And law of numbers always win. You will get at least 2% sales. 2%. Now, that's not a whole lot if you think about it. Man, that means 98% said no, but 2% said yes. And 2% of 10,000 is 200. So if you had 200 cells, oops, $500 each, that's $100,000. How would you like to make 6 figures in 1 year? Sell my courses to 200 people in 1 year. You just made $100,000. The numbers can get bigger or smaller depending on however you want to do it. So we now have our partnership program. I'm very, very excited about that. I will be speaking a lot about that because now I want to help promote all of you. If you're interested in learning about the partnership program, you want to go to ilcafounders.com, ilcafounders.com. It's going to come bring you to this website here, and you just click on make an appointment, and you'll schedule a quick 30-minute appointment with myself, and we'll talk, and I'll explain a little bit more in detail, and then we'll cover how we can do this. Now, understand, once you start, it takes about 3 weeks to a month to be able for us to get this all set up for you, because my marketing company's got to put it all together. That's why it costs $1,000 up front, because I have to pay for this, so that you don't have to. You don't have to spend $20,000, $30,000 just for 1,000. So set up an appointment, and you might want to be first come, first serve, because when we start getting busy, it's going to slow things down a bit. So you want to get in there as fast as possible. All right. Now what I want to do is I want to switch to um, those of you who do join our community. I want to switch to the ability to show you what you get in our inner circle crypto talk. So if you want to be in our inner circle and join, then you want to go to ilcacryptonews.com to sign up for $49 a month. ilcacryptonews.com to join our inner circle, be a part of our VIP. And Monday through Thursday, I do live crypto talk. So we always begin this way. We want to read the charts. Why? Because reading the charts is what we're able to see what the crypto market looks like right now, and where is it possibly going in the near to long term in the future. Now, when I did this for the very first time and I looked at this chart, it looked like Greek to me. I didn't know what was going on. It's like looking at the stock market for the very first time. I just saw something. Inner circle, bear chain. Look at this. Top trender, Barachain. For those who don't know, Barachain was a project we ran into last year for our elite group, our inner circle elite group. But it looked like Greek to me. But once I understood it and figured it out, to me, this is like a picture book. All I see are colors and pictures. And when you look at it often enough, you notice when the colors change. You notice when the pictures move. And then my brain says, why did it do that? And we investigate. We investigate projects, we investigate tokens, we're able to kind of accurately predict. We might find a token nobody else knows of and make money off of it, which this company has done multiple times. So let's look at this. The crypto market cap right now is at 2.8 trillion, and it is up 2.3%. Look at that. Look at Mitch. I pay for my platinum membership from my investments. There you go. It pays for itself once you take action. So we're up 2.3%. Bitcoin dominance is at 58.1%. Ethereum is at 9%. And this is Saturday and this is public. So I'm going to really look at this based on week to week, what the number changes. So the last week, Bitcoin is down 12.9%, but it did bounce back 3.3% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum, though, had a big hit, down 21.6% over the past week. We got Ripple's down 17.8, BNB 9.5, Solana's down 20%. So if we look at it from a week basis, week to week, the only token that did not perform bad is Hedera. HBAR is up 4.9% on the week out of the top tokens. Any others in the green here? Aptos, Celestia. Well, who's at 24 down? Caspa's down 24%. Story. Now, this is interesting. If you're brand new and you're on YouTube watching us, have you ever heard of the token called Story IP? Chances are most people did not. We did. Crypto Talk, February 22nd. I wrote down Watch story. The price was $4.72 at the time. February 24th, I wrote buy story. The price was $4.18. Today, it is $5.31. And if we look at the last week, watch this. What's the best performer of the past week? Story. Where did we find it? Inner Circle Crypto Talk. So if you made money off a story, because you're in our inner circle, type me in the chat box. I didn't go into Crypto Talk that morning even knowing about this. We discovered it. So Crypto Talk for us is like Christmas. I have no idea what I'm going to get that day. I don't know what the market's going to look like. I don't know what new token's going to pop up. I don't know what geopolitics is doing. That's why we do Crypto Talk so we can learn. If you ever run into somebody that says they're a crypto expert, but you don't see them, you know, talking is one thing. And I always say, never listen to what they say, follow what they do. You don't have to listen to what I say, but you can definitely follow what I do. And I'm about it every day. So we are on top of this stuff. We find stuff. Janelle found, no, 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 no. Who found Story? Was it Janelle again that found Story first? Because I know she did Dog with Hat. But sometimes you guys be finding tokens before I do, and you bring it to me, and then we research it. Now, I'm not going to do that today because this is public, but this in our inner circle, I show you how to research. I show you tips of the trade that, people have to pay me $5,000 for that information. So then what we do is what the YouTubers won't do, and that is geopolitics. You cannot just read the chart and think you can predict what's going on because what's going on in the world, the chart can't read. So we got to know what's going on, not because we want to agree with or disagree with whatever's happening in the world. That's not what this is about. I separate the two. It's not about personal opinions on what I believe, whether it's religious or whether it's political, right or left, MAGA or not MAGA, America, pro America or not pro America. It is what is on the playing field, what is happening, and us figuring out what's the result or the fallout of what is actually taking place. Okay. I try to walk a very fine line because, people get very emotional and religion and politics is sacred to them and can be easily offended. And we have people that believe a wide range of things. I want to honor and respect all of your beliefs, whether it's religious or political, no matter what it is. You have a right to believe how you do. All I'm doing is highlighting what is taking place, and then we have to figure out how is that going to impact us financially, and what moves can we make in preparation. So let's jump into some quick articles here. Trump mulls tariffs on UK amid trade deficit disputes, seeks negotiations. Somebody mentioned, was it either one of you guys or my son? My youngest son is really paying attention to all this because now that we're in March, we were talking about tariffs on Canada and Mexico. But we're going to put tariffs on UK? Reports say US President Donald Trump is considering tariffs on the United Kingdom as part of his broader trade policy agenda, though no definitive measures have been enacted. So if this happens, we got to figure out what's going to happen to the markets. In my opinion, and I will let you know my opinion on this, the market is down like this week based on what's been going on in the news over the past week, and it's been a lot. We've had a lot from near collisions of airplanes to the Epstein report, which, by the way, is no longer in the news. So that stunt that happened in the White House yesterday, in my opinion, it was effective at changing the narrative. Ain't nobody talking about the Epstein list anymore. We also had what other thing major? Gene Hackman died. Any other major news? Nothing I could think of. But Lido Dow is down, tokenized exchange, bit and soar. This is all, double digit red for the week. So will next week continue this trend? So in the news, we got to be prepared for this. If Trump announces tariffs on the UK, the entire stock market and everything is going to have an immediate drop. So what's the date on this one? February, this is 22 hours ago on a Friday. So we'll have to see what Monday morning brings. President Trump has prioritized tariffs to address trade imbalances, imposing a 25% levy on Mexican and Canadian goods, temporarily paused after negotiations, and a 10% tariff on Chinese imports. I thought he raised that to 20%. He also threatened the European Union with tariffs, citing a $162 billion trade deficit and causing the block of restricting U.S. goods. Trump's campaign pledges included sweeping tariffs of 10 to 20% on all imports, with rates up to 60% for China. Now, doesn't matter if you agree or disagree with this. If this happens, what could the fallout look like? So I got to see, okay, I got to prepare for these countries to retaliate. So if they retaliate, how is that going to impact the prices of goods in our stores? Will there be layoffs of jobs because businesses are trying to cut cost? What states will these layoffs happen in? Which states are going to be hit hardest in? This is how I think when I see these things. The UK's status remains uncertain. Trump has struck a conciliatory tone toward Prime Minister Keir Starmer, saying Britain has a very good chance on trade, and he expressed optimism. A real trade deal where the tariffs wouldn't be necessary. Their report, highlighted by the duo's recent meeting, contrasts with his criticism of the EU, which he labeled an atrocity. Despite floating tariffs during a late February press conference with Starmer, Trump has delayed formal action. Well, the thing about how Trump operates, he floats something out there, and all of that is getting preparation. And if you have followed how he operates, when by floating something out there, then his supporters, Fox News, Newsmax, and all the others, AON, OAN, they all start saying, yeah, well, let's look at how this would look. This might be pretty good. And then when they start talking about it, then Trump will come back and say, yeah, people are talking about if we were to levy tariffs on the UK. People are talking and they think it's going to be a good idea. And next thing you know, it's in play. This is just how he operates. And so since I've seen this, I'm going to start watching for the news to start seeing if I'm hearing the Donald Trump media campaign or media machine start to echo this. Just like when he floated out Gulf of America, he floated out Panama Canal, he floated out Canada being a 21st state. Now, what is that? CBS or one of the stations wants to do like a town hall. What if? Let's just discuss Canada being the 51st state. You know, he floated out Greenland. So this is a tactic here. Is he real on this one? We'll have to see, but we got to be prepared if this does happen. UK figures showed a 71.4 billion pound goods surplus with the US in 2023. The US data claimed a $14.5 billion surplus. By late 2024, UK reports indicated a rare 164 million pound deficit, which British officials hope could deter tariffs. Trump, however, has inconsistently cited a huge deficit while signaling openness to negotiations. A mid-February 2025 White House proposal to target countries with value-added tax systems added complexity. Let me skim this. The UK faces significant economic risks. That is true. If we put tariffs on them, they're gonna hit hard by that. How will they retaliate if we do? A 2022 U.S. UK deal suspended steel tariffs, which expires March 31st. Oh, remember Inner Circle. Now that we're in March, remember we saw there's a lot of things happening this month that's going to impact. Like, will the Fed raise interest rates? And I even have that on my calendar. What's that date that we have to watch for? March 18th. I've got that down there. Will the Fed increase interest rates? UK leaders are leveraging Brexit's bilateral flexibility to seek exemptions or a new pact. Really? So, so they're going to try to say, yeah, go ahead and do it, but exempt this country or exempt us. And Trump don't really work that way, as a lot of people in America are finding out right now. Bitcoin has fluctuated wildly and dropped below $80,000 on Thursday amid Trump's tariffs threats, reflecting market uncertainty. And I predict as long as we keep having this uncertainty, you're going to see a depressed crypto market for now. They're waiting for something solid. So while his pro crypto pledges drove a December 24 and January 2025 peak, fears of dollar strength and trade-driven economic risks pressured prices. Some argue Bitcoin could hedge inflation if tariffs weaken fiat currencies. Yeah, that's true, but it's not going to happen immediately. When the stock market gets hit, so does crypto. But Bitcoin rises fast, it recovers faster than the stock market does. So here is a strategy. I still believe this is going to continue to go down a little bit on this uncertainty. We got to see how Monday plays out. You should have already played the tether game when this was in the $90,000 range. At some point, it's about time to start buying again. We buy the dip, we sell high, we buy low. So we're public today. So I'm not going to say what I believe my dip is, my bottom is. I share that in crypto talk. But at that point, oh yeah, you want to start buying. All right. Trump company files trademarks for branded metaverse and NFT marketplace. So you hear it headlined like this: Trump, metaverse, NFT. Do you think you need to know about it? Well, have no fear. Look at what we got here in our courses. NFTs. And what topics do we have for NFTs? What are NFTs? NFTs for beginners, NFT examples, how to buy, sell, and trade NFTs, creating your own NFTs, collectibles, gaming, sports, digital art, fashion, strategy tips from fashion, journalism, the pros and cons of NFTs. And then what was the other one you mentioned? Metaverse. I wonder if you ask Trump that, does he know what that even means? NFT, metaverse? No, he does know NFT because Melania and Trump. Oh, yeah, Trump has a gang of NFTs. Yeah, he knows what NFTs. Metaverse. Actually surprised. I thought that this would be further along by now. The metaverse was huge about in 2022, 2023, which is why I wrote the course. It's kind of taken a back seat in 2024 to AI. But I think this is going to come roaring back. This is definitely the future. What is the metaverse? Is the metaverse too big to ignore? Yes. Metaverse and blockchain, Metaverse Sandbox, Decentraland, CryptoVoxels, cities and the metaverse. This is why I was going to write a course on smart cities. And the metaverse and AI is going to have a big, big role. Cities and the metaverse. Microsoft in the metaverse, education in the metaverse is going to be huge. Banks and the metaverse. Interpol enters the metaverse. So here we go. Trump company files trademarks for branded metaverse. DTTM operations. And those of you, so you guys know if you're brand new, I do not read these articles before we do crypto talk. I'm reading these live with you, so I don't know what's coming next. So DTTM Operations, a Trump-owned company, has filed trademark applications for the word Trump in connection with a metaverse and NFT marketplace. Okay, he's down with his branding. Trump-owned company DTTM Operations filed for the trademark on February 24th for the word Trump in connection with the metaverse and NFT marketplace built around the U.S. president's brand. In this Trump-themed virtual world, oh my gosh, MAGA is going to go nuts over this. Users would be able to shop for physical and virtual goods, dine in a Trump restaurant, enjoy simulated transport by limousine, aircraft, train, and automobile, and watch public service programs about social issues, current events, and fundraising. It's basically Fox News in the metaverse. That's what they're doing here. Notably, the Trump metaverse would also feature virtual training services, personal coaching services, and guided tours of hotels and public and government buildings. Well, when we're talking about what he wants to build right now, it's all about Gaza. So I expect him to have some virtual, Trump Riviera Gaza in here. There is also an NFT marketplace planned, although there is a caveat that only content permitted by the president would be allowed. The filing states housing software platforms for virtual reality based virtual worlds in which users can exchange digital goods and cryptocurrencies using only those images, text, videos, and sound files authorized by the 45th and 47th President of the United States and authenticated by NFTs. This is actually a smart move. This is something that if I was advising them, I would have had them do this 5 years ago. But it's never too late to get started. 3 days before taking office, Trump launched his official meme coin. Yeah, he couldn't launch this while being president. He did it 3 days before. Melania launched her own meme coin. Other members of the Trump family have gotten involved in crypto as well. Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr. pledging to make finance great again were part of a group that formed World Liberty Financial, an upstart decentralized finance platform. While Donald Trump is seen as the U.S.'s first crypto president, he has come under some criticism as of late. First, for pivoting from a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Wait a minute, I didn't know he pivoted from that. January 17th, U.S. Bitcoin reserve has pundits in tailspin as Trump inauguration looms. I don't remember him saying anything that he was against that. Bitcoin is prepared for a potential price pump. Yeah, that was right before. So I need to hear more about that. Him shifting on that. From a strategic Bitcoin reserve to a digital asset stockpile. Oh, I see what they're afraid of. We're not afraid of. They think that Trump is about to pull the okey doke. Yeah, announce a strategic Bitcoin reserve, but in actuality, switch it to a digital asset stockpile. Do you guys know there's a difference? Remember in 5 Day Challenge, I said you've got CBDCs, stable coins, and cryptocurrencies. All are in the digital space, but they're not the same because some are centralized and some are decentralized. Bitcoin is decentralized. But if he uses this digital asset stockpile, that means tokens, not Bitcoin, or it could be Bitcoin could be included. But what other tokens is he talking about? His own token? Bank of America's stablecoin? Chase's stablecoin? The centralized blockchain networks? Oh, I see. You see, I read things like a lawyer does. Words matter here. Digital asset stockpile. Let me glance on this. Bitcoin drops after Trump signs crypto and national digital asset stockpile executive order. Bitcoin price fell after he signed the executive order when it should have actually gone up. This is why, yeah. He didn't say Bitcoin strategic reserve. National digital asset stockpile. Because that also covers, that's an umbrella term when you say digital. The United States CBDC, we covered what are CBDCs last night. United States stablecoin would be considered this. Now I understand. When did this article come out? January 23rd. Yeah. So we're gonna have to watch this closely. I predict he's gonna be, it ain't about Bitcoin. It's gonna be about his own token and stable coins and not even CBDCs. It's gonna be stable coins and bank coins. Huh. He pulled the okey doke. We'll see. There's still hope. The Bitcoin blueprint, a theoretical path to carving away at America's $36 trillion deficit. Ah, do I want to skim this? Because I want to get in on this. I'm saving this one for Monday. I know I said I was going to do it on Saturday today, but I'm going to save it for Monday for Inner Circle. Turning Bitcoin into trillions, the controversial idea to zero out US debt. Why is it controversial? You want to zero out US debt, but that's controversial because you're going to use Bitcoin. What is the best performing asset? Here's a quiz. What's the best performing asset of the past 15 years? Type it in the chat box. By far, nothing even comes close. So if that's the case, why would you not use it? I mean, Doge, this is my problem right now with Trump came in promising, I'm going to be the first crypto president. And then with Elon Musk there, who we all know is big on Doge, a crypto token. So they understand this. And the goal is we're going to cut government waste and we want to eliminate our debt. Okay, so we're 36 trillion in debt. The one thing that could do that is Bitcoin. So why are we not pushing that right now? That's a question. That's a legitimate question. So now I'm questioning your intent. Saylor's provocative assertion, central to his March 11th keynote, likely rests on a detail. Oh, wait. I'm waiting till Monday. Hold on. That's Monday. You got to be in Inner Circle to get that. All right. Arizona Senate approves strategic digital assets reserve bill. Advances to the House. The Arizona Senate advanced a bill to create a state-managed, and that is true, Catherine, a state-managed reserve for seized Bitcoin, passing SB 1373 by 17 to 12 vote on February 27th and sending it to the House for further consideration. Why did Bitcoin drop to 13K a while back? Could it happen again? Yes, not 13K. It'll never hit 13K again. But that's just market flows. So I'm going to sidebar just for 1 second. There's something called Bitcoin halving that takes place every 4 years. And when Bitcoin halves, you now have a less Bitcoin being rewarded to the miners. And normally, after every halving event, around 12 to 18 months, Bitcoin hits a new all-time high. And then think of it like midterms. Halfway until the next halving event, Bitcoin retraces, it comes back down, it corrects, and you see a new low again before the buildup happens to the next Bitcoin halving. So this happened last time. Bitcoin got to $1,000 a coin. Well, I don't have to, I have a visual here. I'll show you. So you see this chart here? This is all the way from 2013. In 2013, we had a $135 token all the way to today. So when you pull the microscope back, Bitcoin long term is only going to keep going up. But you have times on here on dips. So let's go back in time and just look at this chart here. So now it is May 29th, 2018. Bitcoin had just hit $20,000 a coin December 2017. But before that, look at what the chart looks like. This looks almost flatline, right? So going into 2017, we had $1,000 Bitcoin, less than $1,000 Bitcoin. It ended the year at 20,000. But this was also Bitcoin halving year, 2016, 2020, 2024, every 4 years. Now let's go even back further in history. Boom. Now let's pretend it is May 28, 2014. This is Bitcoin's history. Look at this big mountain right here that's barely visible on the bit when you pull it back. Bitcoin was at $100. It reached over 1,000, and then it came all the way back down to 100, 200, $300 a coin. This is the normal cycle of things. Other things that can impact that are when you have to deal with geopolitics. What can go on in the world. COVID, presidential election, um, wars, rumors of wars, which is why I cover geopolitics. So right now we're up here. So we still have not hit the normal high cycle yet. It's going to go higher by the end of this year. Then we're going to see it drop again. And after it hits the next all-time high, my drop level maybe 80,000, 75,000. And when that happens, the news is going to say Bitcoin just crashed. It's game over. So we have to just be able to predict when that will happen. And we'll tether our tokens at a higher value, let it drop down, and then now that's a more buying opportunity. So it will happen again every 4 years. But in my inner circle, I break that down. And I got 5 lessons on Bitcoin halving. Soon, give me probably the next week, I will be releasing to those who purchased our courses, the 3 new courses on a pre-sale. You guys will have my 5-day challenge recordings. And I'm seeing, where's that 5-day challenge course? NFT advanced. I'm going to show one off. I did on last year. I can't find it in front of me. Last year we did the 5-day challenge as Bitcoin halving was the entire 5-day challenge courses. So I'm going to give you guys access to that too, just those who had pre-ordered, so you understand how that works. All right. So yeah, I'm going to do that on Monday. Arizona approves. Now we found how many states? I think 2 states last week that rejected the bill, and we said, because they don't understand, it's too volatile. We can't put our money in that. Are you crazy? Did you not learn El Salvador's doing it? Now Arizona says, I'll be a huckleberry here. The Arizona Senate advanced the bill to create a state-managed reserve for seized Bitcoin. Oh, that's something different. Okay. Don't sell it, seize it, and sending it to the House for further consideration. That's one step in the right direction. The Strategic Digital Assets Reserve Bill. I'm looking at the language too. It does not say the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve. It says digital assets. Establishes a fund overseen by the state treasurer to hold Bitcoin confiscated by law enforcement and money allocated by the legislator. Under the bill, the treasurer may invest up to 10% of the fund's deposits in Bitcoin annually and possibly loan them to generate returns. And I agree with that move. Now I know why they're using that same language, because Arizona's a red state. They support Donald Trump, and Donald Trump signed his executive order about digital assets, not Bitcoin reserve. Interesting. If enacted, Arizona would join a small group of states hoping to experiment with frameworks for strategic Bitcoin management. Okay. Hackers using GitHub to steal crypto, malware hidden in open source. A stealthy malware campaign is hijacking crypto wallets by embedding malicious code in fake open source projects on GitHub, tricking developers into executing hidden payloads. Oh, wow. Over the course of the Git Venom campaign, the threat actors behind it have created hundreds of repositories on GitHub that contain fake projects with malicious code. For example, an automation instrument for interacting with Instagram accounts, a Telegram bot allowing to manage Bitcoin wallets, and a hacking tool for the video game Valorant. The attackers have gone to great lengths to make these repositories appear authentic, using AI-generated readme.md files, adding multiple tags, and artificially inflating commit histories to enhance credibility. I'm not familiar with this one. This is not in my security lessons. This is brand new. A code sharing platforms such as GitHub are used by millions of developers worldwide. Threat actors will certainly continue using fake software as an infection lure. And where do you think they're getting this fake software from? I will show you. And this This blew my mind when I learned about this. Crimeware as a service. Just listen to this part right here. Intro to security. By far, the most important lesson to learn out of everything ILCA has to offer is our courses on security. The worst feeling in the world is to build your crypto portfolio for years, only to lose all of it in the blink of an eye or the click of your mouse. This course provides a comprehensive guide to safeguarding digital assets in the ever-evolving crypto ecosystem. It covers critical topics such as secure wallet usage, protecting private keys, recognizing and mitigating phishing attacks, and understanding the principles of blockchain security. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced crypto user, this course equips you with the tools and knowledge needed to navigate the crypto world safely and confidently. Yep. Crimeware as a service, though. Criminals have created platforms to teach other people how to be criminals. So a criminal doesn't have to be a computer whiz anymore or understand the code. They can buy it. It's insane. So that's what that GitHub, they're using GitHub to get in. Yeah. Criminal business in a box. House panel strikes down IRS crypto rule. DeFi just scored a major win. And again, if you don't know what DeFi is, I have a course on it. But DeFi, most people out there have no idea. If you tell them, what's DeFi? I don't know. Did you know that the House just struck down the IRS crypto rule for DeFi? No. A House committee has moved to repeal the IRS's controversial DeFi broker rule, arguing it would stifle innovation, overwhelm the agency with filings, and disadvantage U.S. crypto users. The IRS has stretched its derivatives from Congress in the 2021 infrastructure law to enact a cryptocurrency agenda and unnecessarily regulate the providers of digital wallets. The winners of this last-minute rule are foreign digital asset companies who are exempt from the burdensome requirements. The losers are roughly 1 in 4 Americans who own crypto. Really? The committee ultimately voted 26-16 in favor of repealing the measure. Its rejection of the DeFi broker rule signals strong congressional opposition to excessive regulatory burdens on digital assets. This is moving in the wrong direction. The Republicans control the House. How'd they let this go through? This move also reflects the broader debate over how cryptocurrency should be regulated in the US, with lawmakers divided on balancing oversight with innovation. By repealing this rule, the committee has cleared the way for a potential new approach to DeFi regulation that better aligns with the realities of decentralized finance. This means you've got to know what this is. We got it in our crypto courses. And then world competitor. And I'll tell you guys, this makes me very scary. Scared. The World Network, WorldCoin. And if you're brand new, you don't know what that is. There's an organization that is going around the world with this orb, and they're scanning everybody's eyeballs, creating a world database. And their goal is we want to be able to have a world database so that we can differentiate between humans and AI. But it's created by the same company who created the AI in the first place. So they created the problem, and then they say they have a solution, and they're collecting everybody's data in different countries, and they're going to poor countries first, and they're offering free money to scan your iris. And different countries are trying to ban that. Now, their competitor, world competitor, Billions Network. Okay, I need to write this one down. I didn't know they had any competition. World competitor called Billions Network. Oh man, I have an appointment coming up in 2 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna have to save this one for Monday. Yeah, because I don't want to skim this. This is very, very important. Scam technology. Vendors collectively receive scam technology. Someone else? Pioneering scam technology vendors. Billions Network has created a universally accessible verification platform for humans and A. There's that word again, AI agents. Yeah, I can't skim this. This is important information. I'm gonna have to even write a course on just this as well. AI agents. Huh. All right, that is it. I ran out of time, but I hope this gives you guys a good idea of what ILCA is all about, what you can get by being a part of this community. You can get in where you fit in, you always upgrade, whatever you want to do, become a partner with us. But I can guarantee you're going to get value out of this, no matter what you choose to do. And we hope that you join our community. I have another goal of helping at least 100 people to be earning $2,500 to $5,000 a month while you're learning about crypto. So if that is you, you want to join, at least be a part of our inner circle, but definitely diamond and platinum membership. That's really where it's at. So take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Tomorrow, there will be an not an AMA, an X Spaces broadcast again on Twitter or X for MoveQuest. I'll be speaking on there. What are we talking about? I forgot what the topic is. If Marnita, if you remember what that topic is, let me know. But we'll be doing that tomorrow. And then on Monday morning, I'll be doing an Inner Circle Crypto Talk, followed by a MoveQuest presentation. Monday morning, and then Monday night is our 5-day recap call. And we're going to talk about how to make money in crypto Monday night. So with that, thank you guys for being here. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Brandon Ivey out. Bye-bye.